The Arts Funding Prize for Edinburgh was a wonderful challenge set by the donors to the arts and cultural organisations in Edinburgh to come up with a real inspiration for a building project which would make a big difference in Edinburgh. And at stake was a fantastic £3 million prize at a time when funding in the arts and cultural sectors was really fairly scarce. The process was administered by Foundation Scotland and involved a judging panel of 4 people. One was Lord Willie Protter, who was a former chair of the Scottish Historic Buildings Trust. One was the renowned architect from Glasgow, the late Issy Metzine. One was also, unfortunately, recently deceased Professor Charles McKean, the architectural historian of great repute. And by a long way, I think, last, I was there as a specialist charity lawyer and as a trustee of Foundation Scotland.
Well, personally, I really like the combination of the internal and the external space and the way that the development really transforms the site and links the road and the cycle path. And in terms of cultural impact, that gives a lot of flexibility to how the space can be used, both for the creation of artistic work, but also for public access and engagement, whether that's workshops or exhibitions or events. And furthermore, with the Creative Labs, we get this wonderful opportunity to support a discrete new building, but we get the additionality of it sitting alongside the Bill Scott Sculpture Centre. And I really do think that the sum of the whole is greater than the 2 parts, and together we've got a really international status facility. For Edinburgh's cultural community, I think it was exciting. It was an unexpected new opportunity. Anonymous donors putting up £3 million. That's quite a lot of money. That's a big amount to enable people to think bold, to be visionary. And it was independent, so it wasn't linked to the conventional funding schemes or the strategies of the public bodies. It was something new, something inspiring, and a chance to do something different.
Well, I was involved as the project manager on this project. I was working with Irene and the team to come up with the initial proposal that we submitted to the Arts Prize. And then once we got through to the next stage, I helped to develop our application into a more detailed proposal through to the REBA stage D and then through to the tender stage once we were awarded the prize. But actually what came about was quite an exciting development in that it made us really look at what we could achieve with the first building and what our gaps were, what we wanted to do. And with any project that's involved in a long development period, as our first building was, you've moved on quite a lot as an organisation, you've learned a lot. And so we had a real great opportunity to come up with a new proposal that would help ensure Edinburgh Sculpture Workshop could be the very best it could.
The Creative Laboratories will enable us to expand our vision for the Sculpture Centre, accommodate new ways of working and new types of practice. And we're very excited at the thought of filling the spaces with our own programme, but also to seeing how artists occupy the spaces in future. And we're immensely grateful to the donors of the Arts Funding Prize for their generosity. This £3 million prize is one of the largest single awards to the arts in Edinburgh, and we feel very privileged to have been part of this process.